name is Walter.
How old are you, Walter?
25.
You're from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
This is July 16th, 2013, about 7:30, quarter to 8 in the evening. We're standing in Pacific Heights in the embassy area, and over there's the bay. So what's in the news right now is the George Zimmerman acquittal of the admitted, confessed murder of Trayvon Martin, who I think was probably about 16 when the killing took place.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you know about this case? What stands out for you and your personal reaction to it?
From someone not owning a TV, me seeing this and hearing about it and reading about it, seems like they had all the information. They still chose to go the wrong direction with that decision.
What do you think the wrong direction is?
As far as their decision, the verdict, I think they definitely should have been some penalty, like scot-free. That's like a movie, you know, just get off scot-free. I've never heard of this before. It's like, this is real life, so definitely think he should have got at least manslaughter. He's a security guard who basically disobeyed orders from a 911 call from the police authority. So then he shot this kid who we still have no reason why he was stopped. They said it was supposed to be graffiti, but Trayvon Martin didn't have anything. I asked my roommates earlier, like, if there was some kind of artwork that Trayvon did, like if he did artwork to even be recognized as a vandalizer. Was there spray cans anywhere in the area? They probably had that information. If they did, maybe they didn't share it with the public.
I haven't heard anything about vandalism, but did you happen to notice how, and your comments are going straight to it, instead of focusing on the fact that George Zimmerman shot him, they're focusing on what he did, what they speculate Trayvon Martin did.
Right. Yeah, it seems like they're trying to take all our attention off of what needs to be attended to.
What do you think needs to be attended to in this case?
Definitely, why did he shoot this boy? I don't know the gun rules or the gun laws in Florida, but I know that, Barack Obama is supposed to be tightening up his gun laws. I don't know why the security guard would even have a gun. Like, where I'm from, security guards, they don't have guns. They just have flashlights and maybe nightsticks. They think that's enough. I mean, you are allowed to carry a weapon.
Everybody's allowed to carry a weapon.
You are allowed to carry a weapon if it's registered, but
right.
I don't think you would really need one, depending on where you're at and what environment.
Hi.
Just a neighbor.
Hi.
What's going on? This is my house right behind her.
Oh, I'm videoing this gentleman. I'm a reporter.
And what are you reporting on?
We're talking about the Trayvon Martin case.
You got a quick walk away on that one, right?
Yeah, we did.
Don't want to get involved with that.
Yeah, so she says this is her house. Look at this. Yeah. Profiling came up in this case. And they specifically left out racial profiling. Profiling was part of it, but the judge ordered them to not say it was racial profiling.
I don't know what to think of that. Some people do racial profile and others, it just happens to look a certain way and then it's not. We weren't there. Nobody knows for sure what happened, but we know Trayvon Martin did not have to die. Being a smaller individual, a younger individual, he could have been apprehended without being shot and his life being taken. Definitely think George Zimmerman could have handled himself.
Are you in any way outraged by this?
I wouldn't say outraged, probably because I'm used to the fact of being untreated fairly. Just growing up like that, I think it's time for a change.
You're used to this in your life.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've been profiled and where it's gotten really dicey for you?
Yeah. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, so racial profiling goes on a lot out there, like fairly often. Since it's like more, minorities. A lot more Hispanics and black people on the rise. Well, definitely Hispanics. I don't know if black people, they might be trying to go somewhere else, but wherever it is, it's still the same, so it doesn't really matter where they go.
So you've been racially profiled?
Yeah, of course.
And can you tell us what is that like for a person? How does that feel when somebody does that to you? I don't think people understand the seriousness of this.
I used to be scared to death of it. I guess I feel more aware than afraid, because you're only afraid of something you don't know, and it's only like this because of our history, and things just tend to repeat themselves. They never tend to, evolve and change. I just think that we just fear what we don't know.
Do you feel confident in a situation because you know about it? You can keep from suffering any damage from it?
Maybe not damage, but definitely knowledge to pass on to youth coming up, so they would definitely understand, and maybe they could not fear it, but be aware also.
Could you do that for us right now? What would you advise somebody young coming up how to protect themselves when they're in a situation where they know they're being profiled?
Just open your heart and accept that people are different, and we all come from different backgrounds no matter what.
Suppose you're Trayvon Martin. How does opening your heart and realizing we're all from different backgrounds, how would that have helped him in that situation?
It probably would have helped him because George Zimmerman probably would have been like, what's this kid doing around here? He probably would have holstered his weapon and asked the kid question instead of antagonizing him and just jumping straight to, I don't even know what happened. I don't think anybody knows what happened. So if nobody knows what happened, I'm surprised they even have a verdict.
That's right, because nobody really did know what happened.
Right.
You have the female friend talking to him on the phone,
right,
and you have a woman inside her house listening to sounds but not able to see.
Right, the 3D animation all recreated. That one was something that kind of stuck with me because he recreated it more than once, and every time was different. So just like more information, less information.
You didn't take that very seriously.
Not really. If he used some kind of high-tech satellite system, like the government has, there's no way to tell.
It's like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a guess.
Yeah. I mean, he could be all for Trayvon Martin or he could be for George Zimmerman, either way.
So you're saying since nobody was there, nobody really knows what happened.
Except for George. I mean, I'd be trying to fight for my life too. I wouldn't be wanting to get locked away. I mean, everybody understands that, but like Trayvon Martin is a child, you have to look at it that way.
Legally, he was a child. He wasn't of age.
Yeah. I think he has to take responsibility for, his actions towards taking that child's life. He took somebody's life, so I mean, like, you have to be, penalized for that. That's the law. So,
yeah.
I mean, like, if I took somebody's life, if it was an accident, it'll be manslaughter, still being penalized.
So you think this case went wrong? What do you think about the fact that George Zimmerman was given back the gun he killed Trayvon Martin with?
If you're proven not guilty, they can't penalize you, so you have to go on living your life. But if they find him guilty, then all that's going to be taken away. So.
Well, they did, but they didn't find him guilty.
Yeah, he has to live with that. There's no way to tell unless some way somebody got some footage in one of these cameras or one of these windows, and they finally fess up and just turn it into the authorities.
Do you kind of hope that happens?
Yeah, of course. To just see what really happened. If Trayvon Martin was this big tough guy, I mean, 16 years old, they are tough and they are stupid, but I don't think he was that tough. Not tough enough to die.
Not tough enough to die.
No, not tough enough.
No, he was so untough that he did die.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was looking for trouble, or a gang member or anything like that. So staying out of trouble.
That's pretty obvious to you on the face of things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just a kid listening to this nowadays music, probably just wanted to be cool, just want to walk home, didn't want to feel anything or hear anything from anybody. He probably had headphones on if he did, or if he didn't.
He was talking to his friend on a cell phone.
Oh yeah, and they said he was feared for his life. So
you seem philosophical about this, maybe because you've lived with it all your life. Is that fair to say? You've lived with the reality of this pressure all the time.
Yeah, definitely. But as far as me being philosophical, no, it's just me being aware. And definitely experienced, but I'm not as experienced as hopefully I'm going to get and should be. I do want to grow and grow to be an old man, to be able to spread my knowledge with the youth.
And spreading knowledge with youth, you say, try to talk it down?
Not even talking it down, like the situation shouldn't be created because we should all know each other. People don't even come out their houses anymore because we're afraid of each other. Neighbors don't even speak to each other anymore. They just stay inside, cooped up, and really, like, the person you're living next to is the person you work with. You can only talk to them at work because that's what you have to do.
You think we need to make major changes in the culture?
Definitely. I mean, we're Americans. This is nobody's land anymore. So everybody's different.
You and I are being profiled right now.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Yeah, I definitely feel that too.
But I'm not angry, not upset, just that's the way life is. Everybody's not the same. But we have to somehow open our hearts and try to make that change.
I'm very grateful that you talked to me tonight.
definitely.